Alright, so today we're going to use this 95 through 2000 Ford Contour or 95 through 2000 Ford Mystique fan, and we're going to put it on a 67 Chevelle. So the advantage of this one is we have two 12-inch fans. My old setup was the Ford Taurus, which is one like 15.5-inch fan or so, but this fan is actually off a Volvo, which is convenient for us because they have this really nice relay. There's the part number 1398845. So the way this relay is wired, we have our power in from the battery, we have our two ground trigger wires, so terminal 1 is low speed, terminal 2 is high speed, and then our outputs 1 and 2. And what I just found out is if you take the connector off of the Ford Contour, it's exactly the same as the Volvo. So this connector from the Contour fits into the Volvo relay. So also, if you are getting the relay up a Volvo, take this bracket. This makes it really easy to mount the relay. So my plan is to mount the relay like right about here, and this is a factory on the Contour. They have the male and female. So what I'm going to do, well, I guess the overall wiring setup, originally they had it from here and it went up and around, but instead I'm just going to have these go here. This goes to the second fan right here, and then our ground. So I'm probably going to shorten that up because it's a little long. And then our main power, I'm going to shorten this, or cut this off, solder the new one on, and just run this. So run it like right about here, and that'll end up right where my relay is going to be. And then have this 40 amp auto resetting circuit breaker, and then to the battery. And then, like I said, our ground from the stock fan wiring is tied in between the two fans, and that'll probably end up over here, which will be on the passenger side right next to the battery. So we'll come back when I have the wiring set up. So got my wiring changes made, so here's where we're at. So comes down the two main fan wires. I'm gonna use an Adele clamp or something to hold these down, but they go into the relay. Then we have our ground triggers, which are gonna go from the PCM, and then our main power wire going to the circuit breaker, and then to our battery, and then our ground down here, and then this other wire that's shortened. So it's going to be like this with another Adele clamp, and then our two ground wires, and then this will go to the negative terminal on the battery. Alright, so I got it loomed up. This is my first time using this actual wire loom tape. I think it turned out pretty good. Still need to get some more clamps so I can mount that and down here a little better, but the wire tape I used is a Tessa brand, got it off Amazon. So I mixed up the low and the high, so I relabeled the actual low. So now if we just ground this, so there's low, and then if we ground the high, so there's all the wiring complete. And like I said, we have our positive and then our negative coming from the bottom. Alright, so here it is mounted in the car. See, it's pretty much a perfect fit for a 66 through 67 radiator. There is a tiny gap in the top, so I'll probably get either some small fuel hose or something, cut a slit in it and slide it on there, or see if I can get some weather stripping or something. See if Home Depot has anything that'll work. For the positive, I just ran this back behind the battery. There's back here, there's a little junction block from the factory where the battery and alternator, or the battery and the rest of the car power comes from. So I just tied it right into there. And then as far as mounting this goes, I just went to Home Depot and got some 2" by 2" angle iron, and then shaved down the sides just to make it fit a little better. Then I just have some 1/4" bolts going all the way down, and then my 1/2" bolts, I think, top and bottom. But that's pretty much it. Fits pretty good. Pretty happy with it, the way it came out.